or weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Hey, what time is it?
It's showtime! Look, it's showtime!
Am I late?
We were just about to begin without you. It's showtime.
Oh, this will be great.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Showtime.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
I don't wear a mask for the same reason I don't wear underwear. Things gotta breathe.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Tonight we got a bunch of mail to get to. It's Tasty Tuesday, sponsored by our good friends at Roosters. So we'll get into that. We got a Florida Woman Idiot of the Week. We got a current events quiz. You can win tickets to see Blink 182. They'll be at Riverbend on Tuesday, September 16th. And choosing your movie based on your zodiac sign. What? Yeah, it's a new thing from Netflix. We'll talk about that. Well, the first thing is, and I wasn't listening this afternoon to WHIO, so I'm hopeful that we broke into all the broadcasts with the news that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are now engaged. Oh, my God. I just heard the story there, but I hope it was breaking news. I hope we broke in and stopped all programming. I saw this and I text my wife. I just sent her a screenshot and she responded. And this is her quote text. I know I almost text you because I only have so many people to talk about Taylor Swift with that I didn't want to bug you with something so dumb. So, but I bet I'm not the only one who, got texts about that. I bet there are a lot of guys out there whose girlfriends or wives or both sent them texts saying, hey, guess who got engaged? Whew. Oh, man, I've been waiting. And here it is. So we got some email, and this is amazing. These are great emails to start the show with. Usually we don't start with emails, but all of these are solid. So let's get to it here.
Back off the jaw jacket. It's time for mail call.
Master, I have mail for you.
The fan mail.
Oh, I'm a big fan of yours.
The mail is here.
Your hate mailbox is full.
If you'd like to email me, it's eveningedgetodd@gmail.com. Hey, Todd, a while back, you had an edgehead email you saying they thought their neighbor had been using their grill without permission. Yeah, that was, maybe that was a month or so ago. If I recall, an edgehead had come home and went out to move some things on their patio and felt that the grill was warm. And they hadn't been home. So just out of curiosity, if I recall, he set a camera up or maybe one, like one of those little blink cameras or whatever, and found that his neighbor from time to time during the day was coming over and making some burgers or steak. Yeah. Anyway, here's my story. My wife and I came home from vacation last week and discovered that 2 of our patio chairs were missing. Then we noticed the 2 missing chairs were on our neighbor's patio. I confronted them, and they apologized. Apparently, their daughter had a back-to-school get-together, and a few of her friends must have grabbed them without permission. In the big scheme of things, it's not that big of a deal, but they could have at least put them back. Love your show. Troy in Miamisburg. Well, thank you. Hang on. Wrong sound effect. Thank you, Troy. We'll just move on like nothing happened there. That is kind of weird. I mean, if they're not going to damage it, probably not a big deal, really, in the big scheme of things, but at least put it back. Yeah, that's weird. You really shouldn't just be going over to your neighbor's yard or back patio or garage or anywhere and just taking their stuff. I did notice that the gnome in our back garden was knocked over, and it's not something that like an animal would knock over necessarily. So I'm wondering if somebody was back there. I'll have to put a camera. Hey, Todd, I listened to your new podcast with your wife, and I think it's a great idea. You two are great together. Well, thank you. I have a topic idea for you to discuss. My girlfriend sent me a TikTok about an annoying habit some men have and women are complaining about in their TikTok videos. The trend is guys taking a shower after going number 2. Have you heard about this yet? Curious to know what the Edgeheads think about it. Love your show, Valerie in Sugar Creek. Thank you, Valerie. Oddly enough, I have heard of this. My wife and I have had this discussion. Now, neither of us do this. And I looked into it a little bit, and I guess the gist is that, and this is what women were saying on some of these TikTok videos, is that the guy that they're with, it's generally a boyfriend, but I guess it could be a husband, that before they sit down to watch a movie, the guys excuse themselves and say, hey, I need to go have a quick shower. So they go in and they turn the water on and it's running. And the girlfriends think, well, it's a shower. They're going to be out soon. But then they don't. They're in there for like 20 minutes. And it turns out that they are using the restroom and going number 2 and then taking a shower and then rejoining their girlfriends or whomever on the couch to watch a movie or TV or whatever they're doing. I've heard of this before and I don't quite get it. And I'd be curious if any women out there have noticed this with their men, or if now a light bulb just went off in your head. Why is it sometimes in the middle of the evening, the husbands are like, hey, I got to go take a shower for no apparent reason? Not like they were outside working. Not like they were all hot and sweaty from working out or whatever. Just be curious if anybody else has noticed that. Hey, Todd, we had a bad monsoon storm last night, and someone on my Ring app shared this picture. After this, it poured. We moved from Indiana to Arizona because my aunt had emphysema. The doctor said it would be healthier out here. I tend to disagree. Kim in Phoenix. Yeah, so I don't know if you've seen this video of what they call a haboob. And that is the actual name of it. It's a haboob. It's a giant dust storm that is kicked up by a major thunderstorm. The winds are really, really strong. And of course, this is going to be in a dusty area. There are a lot of haboobs in the Middle East, in the deserts. But there's also some haboobs from time to time down in Arizona. And I honestly had never heard of this phrase before until I saw this story. And it was a haboob. And I thought, is that how you pronounce? Could it be something else? No.
Haboob.
That's how you pronounce it.
Haboob.
The little B at the end's getting cut off. But it's haboob. I asked the Google, how do you pronounce haboob? And it's haboob, which I think is a great word. So tonight, when you're at home, sitting around the table with your family, take a poll and ask if anybody saw a crazy video of the Phoenix haboob. Just see what happens. But there is some actually pretty incredible video. I guess at maybe, let's see, what school is Arizona State in Phoenix or ASU? I forget which one. One of the big schools, the Sun Devils. Yeah, are they in Phoenix?
They're in Tempe.
Tempe. So
which is nearby, I think.
So where's ASU?
That's ASU in Tempe.
But aren't there two big Arizona schools? Anyway, I forget which. I saw it on. Go ahead.
University of Arizona is in Tucson.
Ah, okay. All right. So it must have been the Sun Devil Stadium. And you see that the stadium is, wide. It's open air. And you see this big haboob just swoop right in over the stadium. And within minutes, all the stadium lights kick on because I guess they're on, some sort of dimmer switch or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. But it was pretty cool. But it's a haboob. So Kim and Phoenix, thank you for the email. And I hope you don't experience any more haboobs anytime soon.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, punk.
Double D.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
Puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Now from the WHI.
All right. Oh, Kim, there you are. Thank you. Thank you for the haboob story. Have you heard of that? I mean, I've guys excusing themselves, saying they need to take a shower, but what they do is they go take go number 2, and then they take a shower. But they take the shower, or the shower is running while they're taking a number 2. Yes, and haboobs.
Haboob. Haboob. Haboob.
Marcia, you must be watching the news. Did you just see that on Channel 7? I was just up. I was looking at the TV and I looked over at the computer screen and you said, "Oh, look, screw worms." Haboobs and screw worms. Square worms. That's hard to say. Screw worms, square worms, square worms. I used to be that way, Clinton. I didn't take 2 a day, but I used to take 1 every day, especially during the week. But since COVID, I've moved away from that. And actually, what I have found that my skin is not as doesn't get as dry and it's not as sensitive. Like I would get itching. I would get really bad itching. And especially on my legs. And once I stopped showering every day, went away.
What is kratom and why does Governor DeWine want to ban it? We'll have that for you at 6:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst at 1290 95.7 WHIO.
Come on, back to the show. The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Girl fight! Oh snap! They act like cats in the middle of the dance floor. Now they preparing to scrap. They taking out these scrunchies and they pulling off their press on them. Someone please call security. These girls too pretty to get down to the nitty. I mean the nitty gritty. I mean her pretty. I'm tripping.
It's about to be a girl fight.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Well, Channel 7 just did a story about this. There was a big brawl late Saturday, early Sunday down in the Oregon District. And it was a girl fight. And they were going nuts. And of course, the video makes it to social media. So it's a big story now. And I saw the video, and it looks just like a normal scrap that you would expect after a night fueled with alcohol, which happens from time to time. But now it's like this big deal. But everybody knows that when you mix a little bit of temper with a little bit of tequila, whammo. And it's not like this happens all the time. It doesn't happen all the time. It doesn't. Because if it did, you'd see the videos just streaming every week. That's not the case. Not the case down in the Oregon District. Sure, there's issues from time to time. But guess what? They have scraps and fights at Disney World. So it's going to happen anywhere, right? I mean, you don't want to see it, but it's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world, you know? Anyway, I saw this story today. This is going to irritate some people, larger people like myself. I can see being upset by this. Southwest Airlines has announced that they're getting rid of their general admission seating. You're going to get an assigned seat. It's not like rushing the front row at a concert, a general admission. You're now going to get an assigned seat, which for a lot of people, they don't care. Other people, they don't want to be sitting next to some weird stranger. The other thing is that passengers who can't fit within the armrests will now have to pay for one extra seat in advance as part of a new rule going into effect January 27th. Now, my question is, if you are flying with someone and you happen to be large, like myself, does this still apply to you? Because my wife, Mary, who has lost a ton of weight, she would fit very, very comfortably in a seat in the middle or next to me, where she'd be in the middle. She doesn't care that my love handles are flowing over onto her lap. So why should I have to pay extra? Shouldn't you only have to pay extra if maybe you're flying solo and you're sitting next to a stranger who may not want your fat in their lap? I kind of feel like they need to put in some qualifications here. And how are they going to test you for this? Is it just simply by weight? I honestly haven't purchased an airline ticket in a very long time, so I don't know if you have to put in your weight. Or when you show up, are they just going to eyeball it? You walk up to the ticket counter and like, ooh, wait 1 minute, mister. How are they going to enforce this? I'd be curious to know. Maybe somebody knows. I'm assuming some do this now, but this is in the news today. So let me know if you know.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, folks.
Double D.
Double L.
T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Speaking of dust storms, 25, the winning hot weather limerick, as judged by Colin Clay Thompson, featured Haboob. Joe Orlando of Messer wrote this. The Haboob blows through here each year. I view it with loathing and fear. Not wind, rain, or lightning is what I find frightening. I hate getting dust in my beer. I love that one, Philip. I'm going to use that. Gonna use it. Hey, Caroline. Caroline, how are you? I love that. I'm okay. Doing all right. Dee dee dee. Oh, thank you. I love my Lily and Luna. Little fur balls. Oh, they're terribly spoiled. And it's not my fault. That's Mary's fault. That is 100% Mary's fault. She's the spoiler. Sure, I pay the cheese tax from time to time, but she's the one. She's the spoiler.
Anything unusual happens with breaking news, traffic, or weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Don't give me that politics, Jazz. It's not my racket.
People are tired of hearing nothing but doom and despair on the radio.
Everyone just relax, all right?
The problems of the world are not in my department.
Now, who'd like a cookie?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Today is National Dog Day. And if you would like to see a lovely gallery of some furry little friends of edgeheads from all around the country, you can check out my Facebook page. Just find me at Evening Edge Todd, and there's a lot of cute little fur balls up there. Of course, Lily and Luna, R2, are prominently featured. But anyway, there's a lot of them up there. Check it out if you like looking at furry little dogs. Makes a lot of people happy. I mentioned a little earlier that yesterday in Phoenix there was a haboob. And we have the correct
haboob.
Haboob, right, haboob. And this is a giant dust storm that precedes a thunderstorm of some sorts. And it's huge. I mean, the entire area was just hit with this giant dust storm the haboob, and more than 60,000 people lost their power because of said haboob. And Philip, Edgehead Philip, who's watching on the live stream, posted this a few minutes ago. It said, speaking of dust storms, in 2005, the winning hot weather limerick, as judged by columnist Clay Thompson, don't know who that is, featured haboob in its opening line. And the guy who wrote this, Joe Orlando, what a great name, by the way. Is that not a radio name? Joe Orlando. Yeah, sounds like a great radio name. Wrote this winning limerick. The haboob blows through here each year. I view it with loathing and fear. Not wind, rain, or lightning is what I find frightening. I hate getting dust in my beer. There you go. That's the remnants of the haboob that went through Phoenix yesterday. It is Tasty Tuesday.
Why don't you go inside and get yourself a tasty snack?
Want a bite? They're real tasty.
How you get so big that you food of this kind?
It was tasty, delicious, and tasty.
When you're hungry, everything looks tasty.
That was tasty little hors d'oeuvre.
You know, I love talking about food because it's one of the things that we can sort of agree on. We may not agree on politics, religions, or favorite sports teams. Lots of times those subjects bring us to blows, but not a good meal or a tasty treat. We can all enjoy that. And of course, Tasty Tuesday is sponsored by our good friends at Roosters, where every Tuesday it's Appetizer Tuesday, where you can get a special appetizer for just $3. $3 is all it costs you. And tonight they're featuring the cheesy bacon wedges. That's crispy potato wedges covered in spicy nacho cheese and real bacon bits. I've had them. They are sensational. So check out Roosters, every day. Go every day. But especially on Tuesday when it's Appetizer Tuesday. I mean, think about that. You could go in with your friends and each of you could buy a couple of these appetizers. Not going to cost you a lot of money. And enjoy yourself. I saw this today. I got this in a official press release. All the best, you know what I'm talking about. All the best delicatessen down there in Washington Township. They're the folks who are in the process of coming up with a meatloaf sandwich inspired by this very show. We haven't come up with a name yet. We're still mulling around some ideas. If you got one, hit me up. But it's a homemade meatloaf sandwich with a piece of cheddar cheese on bread, your choice of white or rye. And it's not on the menu yet, but they're planning on it. And we just need a good name. The neighborhood, all the best, the neighborhood spot known for their crave-worthy comfort food and bold flavors has officially opened its brand new bar. Yes, I was there a week or so ago for lunch. And yeah, they have a bar and it looks pretty cool. It's not something you would expect at a delicatessen, I'm telling you. And it's not some sort of dive-like bar. It is a classy place that you could stop in after work. To celebrate, the restaurant is rolling out the best bar happy hour deals every weekday and weekend brunch specials tailor-made for pickle lovers. Happy hour runs Friday from 3 to 6, and guests can unwind with special design for both taste and value. $2 off bottled and draft beers, well drinks, any wine. They got dogs and drafts. They got hot dogs, sliders, and pickleback shots. Now, they offered me a pickleback shot, and I didn't take it because it was in the middle of the day. But the classic combo is a well tequila or whiskey shot with a pickle juice chaser. How's that sound? How's that grab you? But next time I go in, I'm going to definitely have a pickleback shot there at the All the Best Delicatessen in Washington Township. Starbucks, they released their fall pumpkin spice latte and menu yesterday.
Pumpkin spice donuts, pumpkin spice muffins, pumpkin spice coffee. We get it!
Yeah, we get it. We get it. They released it yesterday. Here's a look at the menu for this fall. the aforementioned pumpkin spice latte, the pumpkin cream cold brew, the iced pumpkin cream chai, I guess, pecan oatmeal cortado, pecan crunch oatmeal latte, pecan cold foam, pecan, I guess, is popular. Italian sausage egg bites, pumpkin cream cheese muffin. Well, that sounds good. And then I don't know what to make of this, but they have those cake pops. They're like little pieces of cake on a pop, just look like you know what I'm talking about. Raccoon. A raccoon cake pop. So I'm assuming maybe that's chocolate. Speaking of chocolate, ding dongs have been recalled. Hostess ding dongs. Because of a potential that the products could contain mold, which is not something you would usually expect on your ding dongs. J.M. Smucker Company, the parent company of Hostess, issued the recall for select lots of Hostess chocolate ding dong style single serve, the Hostess chocolate ding dong and Hostess chocolate ding dong family pack, because of the mold. So if you have a box of ding dongs in your pantry, you might check them out. They say that the affected products have the best buy dates from August 30th to September 3rd. I remember when I was a kid, ding dongs were not called ding dongs. Here locally, they were called either king dongs or king dons. And I think it had to do with like the distribution company. And I recall maybe somebody saying at one time there was a distributor in Indiana and there was a distributor in Ohio, but they were two separate things. And they couldn't use the name ding dongs in one area, so they called them king dongs or king dons. Does anybody remember that? I remember that. I don't remember getting ding dongs. I remember getting king dongs. Anyway, apparently some of them have mold on them. Speaking of recalls, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration is warning people not to eat certain frozen shrimp imported from Indonesia because it contains low levels of radioactive material. What? So we got mold on our ding dongs, and now we have radioactive shrimp? The primary health concern of long-term repeated low-dose exposure to cesium-137 is an elevated risk of cancer. No illnesses have been reported so far. The shrimp are sold exclusively at Walmart stores in Ohio and several other states. The shrimp to be looking for is the 2-pound bag of the Great Value frozen raw, easy peel, tail-on, farm-raised white shrimp. That's a mouthful. So check it out on my WHIO.com, because apparently there's another list out there of more shrimp that may be radioactive. Or just, take a risk and eat it. See what happens. Maybe you'll start glowing green. Isn't that how the Incredible Hulk became the Incredible Hulk? Radiation poisoning? Wasn't that it? David Banner somehow got overly radiated and he became the Hulk? Imagine that superhero. Somebody who becomes a superhero because they ate too many radioactive shrimp. What would that superhero look like? Think about it. That'd be kind of cool, I think.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, punk.
Double D.
Double L.
T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Love it, Clinton. Love it. There it is. There's the radioactive shrimp right there. Thank you, Clinton. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, I didn't get to that one. Was it the Blue Bunny? Is it Blue Bunny? I think so. Let me see. Blue Bunny recall. Nope, it's not Blue Bunny. I don't know who it is. Oh, well, I don't know. I thought it. See, that's what I thought. I just searched it and I didn't see it. Ah, yes. Wells Enterprise, the company that produces the Blue Bunny and Halo Top ice cream brands, has recalled nearly 18,000 containers of ice cream and frozen yogurt due to batches possibly containing pieces of plastic. The recall includes 22 flavors sold in 3-gallon tubs sent to more than 100 distribution centers across the U.S. Man, that is nuts. Well, no, wait a second. This story is from May. I don't think that's the new one. Feel like there might have been another one, but let me see here. No, that's in May. Ice cream recall. Ah, it is. It's Blue Bell, not Blue Bunny. Blue Bell. Blue Bell ice cream containing nuts. Company is recalling half-gallon cartons of its Millennium Crunch Ice Coffee or Crunch Ice Cream, which was packaged in cartons misidentifying the flavor as chocolate chip cookie dough. The Millennium contains almonds, walnuts, and pecans, which are undeclared on the label because of a packaging error. So that's it. It's Blue Bell, not Blue Bunny. There we go.
Plumbing Studios. Breathe easy. Choose McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com. WHIO FM Pleasant Hill. WHIO Dayton, Ohio. The birthplace of aviation.
Sheetz celebrates 800 stores with a deal. We'll have the latest at 6. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst at 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
All right, we got to get back to the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Unfortunately, that's a problem.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Did I do that?
Fubar, big time.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. I saw this story today. So, let's see. Was this Saturday? Is this like a week ago? But I just saw it over the weekend. 40-year-old man in Vernon, Connecticut. This was Saturday, and he was at the school, and he was playing in the elementary school park. I guess he was with his kids. I'm hoping he was with his kids. This guy got stuck in one of those tube slides. Did you see this, Parker? Yeah. And I guess I'll call him Dad. I hope he was there with his own kids playing. I got to give him credit for that. But he got the bright idea of going down this tube slide head first and somehow found himself wedged in the middle of the slide. And he was there for probably a good hour, stuck. This is embarrassing. I mean, never mind the fact that it's uncomfortable. It was hot. He was inside a plastic tube. He was, hanging upside down, essentially. What's really embarrassing, though, is that the fire department had to come out, and then they had to call in reinforcements. They had to call in a whole other fire department to come to this school, and they had to use some sort of aerial ladder to stabilize the slide and cut the man free. Imagine that, Dad, at the next school event. All the other parents are there, like pointing, laughing. Well, there's that guy. There's that guy. He got stuck in the slide. Yeah, I think at a certain age, you just leave the playground equipment to the kids, right? I mean, 40 years old. He didn't seem like a big guy. I mean, like, there's no way I would do that because I'm like, for sure, I'm going to get stuck. But, yeah, that's, but hey, at least he was out playing with his kids. He was being active with his kids. You got to give him that, right?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
I forgot to give away the gift card for Roosters. So why don't we do this? I'll mention that coming out, the Roosters. We'll do Roosters. I've got some other stuff, and then we'll do the current events quiz after 6:30.
Tuesday evening, some clouds out there, breeze from time to time, but it's going to be chilly once again tonight. Waking up for your Wednesday morning, likely around 46 degrees in Dayton. That's 2 degrees cooler than this morning, but probably some areas even cooler than that. We'll have some sunshine through the afternoon tomorrow with a high of 72. Thursday's mostly dry. We'll have some clouds mixing out there, tracking a cold front to move through late Thursday night, early Friday morning. Could give us a few sprinkles, but it's not the soaking rain that we need. Thursday and Friday morning starting in the 50s, afternoons in the 70s. Now for your Labor Day weekend, starting in the 40s probably once again Saturday morning, up to 73 Saturday afternoon. I'm Storm Center 7 meteorologist Ryan Mirando for Dayton Severe Weather Station 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Latest scan of the Doppler 7 radar. Now we're seeing very light rain around Tip City to New Carlisle and also in Champaign County, but nothing major this hour. Sunshine with clouds too. Is 73 now in Centerville and 72 in downtown Dayton at 6:07.
This traffic report is sponsored by Christmas Tire and Auto Service. Refresh your ride with brand new tires at unbeatable prices. Plus, buy 4 new tires and get 4 free oil changes and additional $300 value. Make an appointment today at ChristmasTire.com.
Well, apparently we had a school bus that broke down on Dayton Yellow Springs Road over 675 about an hour or so ago. We got a call from a listener and another call letting us know that the students were there off the bus, outside of the bus, and a fire truck was there. So looked kind of like things were under control there. We have a camera in that area, but my view is blocked by trees, and I can't really see what the update is there, but we're trying to find out more there. Westbound 35 from Fairfield Road to 675, occasional stoppage of traffic. None of that going on right now, but it is slowing down just a bit. I'm Will Harris, WHIO Triple Team Traffic.
Our next scheduled news in less than 15 minutes and immediately when it breaks. I'm Ron Otto, 1290 and 95.7 WHIO. Dayton's news and talk depend on it.
If anything unusual happens with breaking news, traffic, or weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Hold on to your panties. The party is about to begin.
I can hardly wait.
I love this show. Check 1, check 2, check 3.
Are we ready?
Check 4.
You know what? Enough talk. It's showtime.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Hey, who wants to have some fun? I do. Now, you just saying you want to have fun, or do you really want to have fun?
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Coming up after 6:30, we have a current events quiz. And we're giving away tickets to see Blink 182. They're going to be live at Riverbend Music Center Tuesday, September 16th. So be listening for that. You can win those tickets. And I deserve a pummeling here, I think. A little bit of a smackdown.
Boot to the head.
I totally forgot to give away, with our Tasty Tuesday feature last hour, a $25 gift certificate to Roosters. I totally forgot to do that. So just be the fifth caller right now, 937-457-1290, and we're going to hook you up with that $25 gift certificate from Roosters. They are the awesome sponsor of Tasty Tuesday. And usually I give it away right at the beginning, but I think I got so overwhelmed with the pumpkin spice nonsense that I forgot. So anyway, be the fifth caller and we'll hook you up with that. We have an idiot of the week to start the hour here.
You are a stupid, stupid idiot! Comes from upbringing. Parents are probably idiots too. Idiot! Imbecile pig!
Wake up, idiot!
Silly dilly dilly, I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's true.
So, since marijuana is now legal in a lot of places and it's not criminalized like it used to be, people are feeling more and more free and brazen to smoke it wherever they want, right? We've talked about this many times on the show. You're driving through the city of Dayton. Some areas are worse than others throughout the Miami Valley. And you pull up to an intersection and the car in front of you or the car next to you or the car behind you, you can just tell somebody's got the ganja going. And this is one of those stories. So this was on a flight, a United Airlines flight, flying from San Francisco to Mexico. This happened a week or two ago. The flight had to be canceled because after a delay, because of technical issues on the plane, they were delayed a little bit. They were trying to fix something. Passengers were still on the plane. Now, certainly that is terribly, terribly frustrating. 100%. And if you have any anxiety or you're claustrophobic, that can be a bit much. I get it. I'm that way. I've been in that situation. It's not fun. But one of the passengers decided, hey, I'm going to sort of try to release some of my anxiety. And I'm just going to excuse myself to the lavatory and toke up. And that's what he did. He was in the bathroom and he lit a joint right there on the plane in the lavatory. After this was discovered, the passenger was removed from the aircraft, but the flight crew faced a dilemma. And this is something I would not have immediately thought about. Like, okay, the guy's off the plane. We can now get going. The flight crew was concerned about the secondhand smoke exposure. Now, maybe to you and me, you get the secondhand smoke. Not a huge deal. I mean, nobody wants it, right? Nobody wants it. You get secondhand smoke every time you drive through one of those intersections I was talking about. Somehow, some way, it's getting into your system. Maybe not on any great level, but it's getting in there. But it's not enough that it's going to do anything, right? Well, the pilot announced that he was canceling the flight, at least with this particular crew, because he didn't want to throw away his piloting career. He was concerned that the secondhand smoke may cause him to fail a required drug test that these pilots have to take, I guess, pretty frequently. Because if you're a pilot, you're not supposed to be operating the plane under any substances. We all know that, including marijuana. So if wherever they were landing, if there was a connecting flight, he says Houston, maybe it was a flight from San Francisco to Houston and then Mexico, I don't know. But he mentioned Houston. That if he had marijuana in his system that he inhaled from secondhand smoke, that could ding him. He could fail a drug test. So anyway, these people were deplaned, offered a $15 meal voucher, and the flight awaited a replacement crew. So unintended consequences, but that happens from time to time. 937-457-1290 is our number. In our Tasty Tuesday feature last hour, we were talking about the fact that there is a big recall for Hostess Ding Dongs, because some of the Ding Dongs that have an expiration date, I think it was September 3rd, that were sold throughout the country have been discovered to have mold on them, which is not something you want with your Hostess. But that conversation kind of brought up a discussion on the live stream over what people's favorite Hostess treat is. So I quickly went to the website of Hostess, and I came up with my top 5.
Give me 5, man.
I'll give you 5.
You're at number 5.
We're talking about 5.
There's 5, I'll give you 5.
5 chubby digits.
Parker, you get in on this too, if you don't mind. I'm assuming that you are, as a red-blooded American male, you've probably enjoyed a Hostess from time to time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So just tell me if you agree with my top 5 list, okay?
All right.
Number 5, Twinkie. I put Twinkie towards the bottom of the list. It's not bad, but it's not my favorite. Number 4, Zingers. You love me some Zingers. Number 3, Snowballs. You had the Snowballs before?
Not big on coconut.
Okay,
so.
the little pink snowball type of thing.
Not a fan of those.
Number 2, the Ding Dongs without the mold. I like a good ding dong. I used to call them chocolate pucks. They just look like little hockey pucks. Remember and then number 1, Ho-Hos. I can put a smack down on a box of Ho-Hos. I haven't done it in a very, very long time, but I love the Ho-Hos. Now, where would you put yours?
Well,
I know you're just kind of doing it off the cuff here.
I know. Those little mini donuts, I've always been fond of those.
Okay.
Yeah. Those would make mine. Twinkies, of course. Man.
What are your feelings on Ho-Hos?
Ho-Hos, I like Ho-Hos.
Yeah.
They're good.
Ho-Hos, I think, are best when they've been in the freezer.
Really? I haven't had that.
Yeah. Get yourself a pack of Ho-Hos and freeze them. Now, I don't think they do this anymore. Again, it's been a very, very long time since I've had a Ho-Ho. But they used to wrap the Ho-Hos in foil. Same with the King Dons is what I remember them being called. They're now called all of them across the board Ding Dongs. But they used to be King Dongs or Dons or something when I was a kid. But they used to wrap them in foil. And you'd get the box of Ho-Hos and they'd all be wrapped in, foil. Now I think it's just plastic. But I always enjoyed the Ho-Hos in the foil. I think it made it taste different, taste better.
I like those coffee cakes too. Those little cinnamon coffee cakes that they have. You ever had those?
Yeah.
Those are good.
Those are pretty good. The one thing I didn't see on their list that, this was on the Hostess website, there used to be something called Suzy Q's. And they were basically like rectangular size sandwiches, like chocolate cake sandwiches. It was white cream in between 2 rectangular squares of cake, like the Hostess cake. And they were Suzy Q's, and man, I loved those. But I didn't see those on the list anymore. I wonder if they've done away with the Suzy Q's. But maybe you've got a favorite Hostess, or maybe you have a special trick that you do to your Hostess to make it even better. I mean, all I've done is, like I said, I freeze it, but I bet some of them would be good with ice cream. 100% sure. Yeah.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, punk.
Double D.
H.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Now from the
I don't know. I went to like I said, I was on the Hostess website and I didn't see the Suzy Q's. There's baby bunts. Baby bunt cakes. Wow. Kaz bars. Creamy, crunchy, layered cake bar. I bet that's what they replaced the Suzy Q with. Kaz bars. Rock the Casbar, rock the Casbar. Fruit pies. Meltamores? What are Meltamores? Hostess Meltamores mini cakes satisfy your sweet tooth your way. Savor the double chocolate flavor of these fluffy snack cakes now. Or treat yourself to a restaurant style snack by warming them for a melty, chocolatey lava cake center. Got it. Huh. It's a shame that they did away with the Suzy Q's. I swear I'm not in cahoots with the food industry. Let's see. I'm looking on the website for their fruit pies. They have, see, where are they? Fruit pies. Where are the fruit pies? There's mini fruit pies, apples, apple fruit pies. Well, there's cherry fruit pies. It says they're minis. Oh, Little Debbie's good too. Yeah. I don't think they make these anymore, but they used to make Little Debbie brownies that had little bits of nut on them. Now I think they're like cosmic brownies. They put, colored candy because so many kids are allergic to nuts. But the ones that I remember used to have nuts in them, and boy, oh boy, I loved those too. Those were good.
1 discount per household.
The Reds' 2026 schedule is revealed. We'll have the latest at 6:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Back to the show, everybody.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. So we've been talking about Hostess and all their yummy snack cakes and treats. And I remember Suzy Q's. Those were my favorite. I mean, one of my favorites. My favorite was always Ho-Ho. But Suzy Q, number 2 on the list. But they don't make them anymore. And I think they were replaced by something called Kaz bars. Never heard of Kaz bars before. And they're just, let's see, they're fluffy chocolate cake, gooey fudge, chocolate flavored cream, and sweet crunchy pieces all wrapped together up in fudgy icing and chocolatey drizzles on top. Wow. But it looks like that's what they got. That it kind of looks a little bit like a Suzy Q. So maybe that's what they replaced it with. Oh, well. 937-457-1290 if you have any comments on Hostess. I saw this today. Netflix has officially entered the cosmic era. This started a few days ago. The streaming service has launched a brand new astrology hub called your Zodiac Watch List, where each zodiac sign gets its own specially curated rows of titles, mirroring the vibes of its zodiac archetype. Now, here's a question. I'd be curious to know the percentage of edgeheads out there that really pay attention to astrology. If you are a hardcore astrology believer, I have a few friends who are super, super into astrology, and I don't get it. I just don't get it. They're doing this just in time for Virgo season, which I happen to be a Virgo. My birthday's next Wednesday. I am a Virgo. And I was going through the list of Virgo traits and looked at the movies on the list. And some of them I've seen, but I don't really think of them as movies based on these traits. Virgo personalities, hardworking, stubborn. Yeah, I would say. Picky, analytical, extremely loyal. Let's see, artistic, independent. The Virgo always looks cool. Really? We're judgmental. Virgos are observant perfectionists. Yeah. Critical, industrious, patient, attention to detail, kind. Overthink a lot. Yep, I do that. Pessimistic at times. Worry about things being done correctly. Easily annoyed. 100%. That comes with age, though, I think. Modest, maybe. Reliable, disciplined, and organized. So they're taking those traits and they are then, I guess, putting them into some sort of astrology machine, and it spits out all the movies they think that I and other Virgos would like. And they've done this for all the zodiac signs. So if you're dying to try to figure out what to watch next, because sometimes there's just too many options, just go to the astrology board, put in your astrology sign, and pick one. See what happens.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
What? Oh, you can, Melody? I will say that Mary is a Scorpio, and those are one of the zodiac signs that are best for romantic partners. Joel, I am not on tomorrow. I'm taking tomorrow off because my wife is having surgery. Really, Greg? Susie Q snack cakes. Ooh. Ooh. Huh. I wonder if they're knockoff Susie Q's. I talked about it yesterday, Caroline. Not that I don't want to talk about my wife, but I went into it. She's having 3 surgeries. She's having a double mastectomy. It's a preventative surgery. She has a high risk for breast cancer, but tomorrow is the first of 3 surgeries.
Weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Be of good cheer and call me.
Call me now.
Call me. He's laughing at us right on the radio.
Least we could do is get him on the radio and talk to him.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Time has come for our current events quiz. Up for grabs, we've got tickets to go see Blink 182. They're going to be at Riverbend Music Center Tuesday, September 16th. If you want to take the quiz and win the tickets, be the 5th caller, 937-457-1290. We've got some breaking the law news to get to here.
Breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law.
So, do you know what a throuple is? A throuple? It's 3 people who are all in a relationship together. It could be 2 guys and a gal. It could be 2 gals and a guy. I guess theoretically it could be 3 guys or 3 gals. That's what they call a throuple. It's very trendy right now. Very, very trendy. It's been that way now for a couple of years. I bring this up because whenever I see stories about throuples or features, I always think it's fine for now, but at some point it's going to fall apart. It's going to fall apart. because there's too many emotions and too many elements and jealousies and all that kind of thing that at some point rears its ugly head. It just happens. And here's an example. This is a throuple situation in Lakewood, Colorado. Cops there arrested James and Suzanne Agnew. They say were involved in a long-term intimate threesome relationship with another man. And I guess this went on for quite a while, at least as far back as 2019. They were a happy throuple until they weren't. James and Suzanne were arrested after cops found the mummified corpse of the third wheel in the resident's home. Apparently, the brother of the victim hadn't heard from him in a long time. So they had the police go over and do a welfare check. Well, it turns out that he died a while ago. Considerable amount of time ago. And the couple surviving decided not to report it. And they kept milking his Social Security benefits. Apparently, he might not have been in the greatest of health. No word on whether police are looking at these two as a possible, criminal activity. What, did they kill him or did he just die? But they didn't care about him enough to let anybody know or his family that this guy passed away. And in fact, they were keeping his decomposing body in a spare bedroom covered by a mattress to keep the dogs away from him. Wow. I'm telling you, thruples never work out. The Trouble with Thruples. That should be a show. The Trouble with Thruples. All right, we got Alec in Cedarville. Hey, Alec, how you doing?
Doing great.
You want to take the current events quiz?
Sure do.
Let's get it going here.
Oh my God! Listen, everybody! It's the Evening Edge Current Events Quiz.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Can you answer the question?
I bet you think you're pretty smart, huh?
Now, here's your host, Todd Hollst.
Sponsored locally by Titan Graphics.
Thank you very much, Norm Kelly, official announcer of the Evening Edge Current Events Quiz. Now, Alec, you're playing for tickets to see Blink 182 at Riverbend Music Center on Tuesday, September 16th. Now, Alec, do you know how to play the Current Events Quiz?
Yes, I do.
All right. For those who don't, maybe you're a new listener to the Evening Edge, we welcome you with open arms. This is how you play the Current Events Quiz. I'm going to give Alec 3 questions, 3 possible answers, always A, B, or C. Alec, tell everybody what the answer is always. C. That is correct. That is correct. All right. Here's question number 1. And all of these stories have to do with breaking the law. 2 Moroccan parents are facing charges after authorities there say they abandoned their 10-year-old in an airport terminal because A, the kid wouldn't stop singing the Labubu theme. B, the kid was misbehaving and this was just tough love. Or C, they realized the passport for their kid had expired and didn't want to cancel their vacation plans.
Let's go with C, Todd.
Excellent choice. Excellent choice. All right, here's question number 2. A tourist in Turkey is facing serious charges after officials say she violated, quote, the nation's moral values when she, A, placed an illegal wager on a traditional oil wrestling match, B, posted an Instagram photo wearing nothing but the country's flag, or C, performed a pole dance on a Turkish flagpole.
All those sound like fun, but I'll go with C.
Yes, they do. And something I didn't realize until today, that in fact, oil wrestling is actually a Turkish tradition. They've been doing it for centuries.
Someplace I need to go hang out.
Yeah. What was it? Was it oil wrestling in what was the movie Stripes? Remember Stripes with Bill Murray?
I do.
I think, was it oil wrestling or maybe it was mud wrestling? I think it was mud wrestling. And John Candy was doing the mud wrestling. That's right. That's a great scene. All right, here's question number 3 for the big win. 39-year-old Japanese man was recently arrested after police say the man was dating 35 women at the same time because he wanted to A, start a concubine cult, C or B, create a tournament-style dating bracket, which would be kind of cool, I guess, and C, receive birthday gifts year-round.
Too many women for me, but I'll go with C.
You got it. Yes. He gave each of these 35 women a different birth date. So throughout the year, he was constantly getting birthday gifts from these suckers. I mean, victims. Yeah. Well, congratulations, Alec. You're the winner. Alec, hang on the line, and we'll get your details and get those tickets to you, okay?
Thank you. Love the show.
Oh, thank you, Alec. I appreciate that. We'll give him a little casino ball out there. And that's how you play the current events quiz. 937-457-1290. Let's talk to John in Fairborn. Hey, John.
Hey, Todd. About the guy that got stuck in the tube.
Yeah, the playground tube up in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Head first, he got stuck there for about an hour.
Now, your first reaction is humiliation, and I speak for probably thousands of people out there. It would be claustrophobia nightmare.
Oh, well, 100%. 100%. I mean, I feel that too. I've said many times. I said it earlier tonight. I'm a bit claustrophobic. Well, I'm a bit claustrophobic. It didn't have to do with that story. Yeah.
That's what I thought. But I was thinking, well, maybe I got that wrong. But oh my God, what a nightmare!
I can understand that. I feel though, if I was the guy that got stuck, I don't know that I would feel terribly claustrophobic, only because I knew that freedom was just maybe a few feet away, right? And you're still getting air. Yes, it's hot. Yes, it's uncomfortable, but I don't know if that would trigger it in me.
Well, maybe not with you, but just even describing it triggered it with me.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I apologize to anybody out there that I may have given.
You're off the hook.
Okay. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Thanks, John. Yeah. Sometimes you do these stories and you don't think about those unintended consequences. Like me telling a story about this person getting stuck in a tube. There could be people out there like John, who's like, the claustrophobia kicks in. I'm that way when I watch movies. Every once in a while, there'll be some sort of scene, and it's almost always somebody getting buried underground. Like there's been a couple of horror movies where I've watched somebody end up in a casket, buried, and they're still alive. And the shot that you see, the way they shoot it, is you see the opening. It's like they shoot it from the side. So you can see them inside trying to push. Oh, that freaks me out. I have to hide my face. I'm like a little girl that hides their face. I'm sorry if I just offended little girls. My apologies. 937-457-1290. Speaking of movies, this is opening on Friday. Now, I've said this. I'm not like a huge Marvel superhero fan. I mean, some of the movies are fine. I've watched them. My wife is a big Marvel fan, and she loves all those films, and I've seen some of them, but I'm not super jazzed about it. Though I did enjoy Wonder Woman. I liked it. This one I'm interested in. This is a movie called The Toxic Avenger. Parker, do you know about these movies? Are you a superhero, Marvel, Avenger kind of guy?
Not really. Not big into it.
So this Toxic Avenger is a movie that was made back in like 2022. It had its big Hollywood debut in let me back up. It had a premiere in 2023. It, I guess, won some awards, but for whatever reason, they weren't able to get a distribution deal for this film. And it's been sitting on the shelf ever since. But they finally announced at the beginning of this year that they got a deal to distribute this movie worldwide, The Toxic Avenger, and it opens up this Friday. And here's why I'm interested in it. I am a big fan of the actor Peter Dinklage. I love him. He's most recently been in the new episode of Dexter. They've done a new season of Dexter, and he plays a really evil guy who has parties for serial killers. I love it. I love it. It's just very interesting, and I love him, and he's been in many things that I've loved over the years. He plays a janitor named Winston Goose, who somehow has a freak accident, and he transforms into a mutant vigilante known as Toxie. And this is how he battles the bad guys. He's armed with his mop. But apparently this movie, the reason they couldn't get a distribution deal is it was just too violent. Super violent. And a couple of people, I posted this on Facebook, and they said, yeah, this is a very violent sort of story. So the movie is coming out on Friday, but it's not going to have a rating. So I'm wondering what it's going to be like. I guess it's pretty brutal. And this is maybe why they didn't get a distribution deal, but somebody took a chance on it. And then September 2nd, a graphic novel based on the film will also be released. But I am so jazzed to see Peter Dinklage as some sort of superhero fighting crime with a mop. That is fantastic.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
T-O. Double D.
H.
Oh.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Captain Scurvy is okay. I've been in contact with Captain Scurvy, and Captain Scurvy is okay. He's just doing some other stuff right now, so he's okay. Don't worry about him. But I'll let you know that, or I'll tell him that everybody's asking for him.
McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com. WHIO-FM Pleasant Hill. WHIO Dayton, Ohio. The birthplace of aviation.
Another cool night across the Miami Valley. We'll have the latest at 7 o'clock. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Welcome back to the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Well, there you go. That's the show. If you don't know what you were listening to, this is the Evening Edge. It's on Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Just now tuning in. You might tune in a little earlier on Thursday when I'll be back live. Tomorrow, I've got the night off. Mentioned this yesterday. My wife is having surgery tomorrow, so I will be with her, and you will have a best of. But I'll be back on Thursday. Don't forget, Friday night, it is Todd's Tailgate. All you folks out there in Eaton, we're heading your way as your Eagles take on the Richmond Red Devils. So we'll be partying down in front of your stadium or parking lot or side alley. We'll see. Have a terrific night. We'll see you on Thursday here on the Evening Edge.
And with that, folks, I thank you for listening.
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 Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you for listening. Listen, I'm probably making a bigger deal about this than I need to. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you again soon.
WHIO has just won several Associated Press and Edward R. Murrow News Awards, including Best Radio Newscast. We don't do it for awards.
All right, folks, have a great one. Take care. Thank you. I will pass on your kind wishes to Mary.